Wonderful job today. It's wonderful seeing you too. Make sure we're in tune. You know, for the spider exercises, you don't necessarily need to be in tune. I just want to make sure the point of this is coming across. This is a random exercise that puts our first finger in the middle of the fret. We will not be doing these, but they are important to do little stretches, extensions, because when we do this, every note that you're looking for will come out of these little extensions, the 1 to 5. It will be the furthest stretch. A type of scale we would do would be a C, which uses open notes, and then we play that same scale over 4 frets, and then we play that same scale with a different fingering over 5 frets. Meaning there are 3 different ways to play these scales, but what we work on in the beginning is just getting our head wrapped around how to actually play individual notes and feel those rhythms. One of the things we did on our right hand was just to go to get the feeling between the strings. When we do that, we could judge by the speed that actually becomes rhythm. And then the other things we do, like the down-up stuff, comes as a result of us learning just those downstrokes. So what we do in the beginning is we learn our E major, has our first finger on the third string of the first fret, the G string, to make it a G sharp. It has our second finger on the 5th string, the A string, at the 2nd fret to make a B note. And then our third finger is on the same fret, the 2nd fret, right above that finger for the B, but it's making a E note on the D string. So we get a E major. When we remove that third, flattening the median from a G sharp to a G, we get an E minor. So that's 2 chords. When we move certain fingers, they also become different chords, but we'll go over that later. The other chord that we're going to be doing for the day is going to be an A major. Now, all of these, even the pinky, but you don't have to, can play this. 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger. The purpose of all these is just this. When we play with one set of fingers, and then we move that to another set of fingers, we then can scoot that up anywhere on the fretboard and lay it down and put down a bar chord. And it utilizes this major type of shape that we learned down here up the fretboard to make E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, so on and so forth. Same thing happens with the A, but I can't just scoot the A up like this. I have to be able to cover the notes that weren't being covered before. So what we do is we play the A in all different fingerings, so when we do scoot it up and bar the B flat and play the extended A up to B flat, we get a sharp, we get a B sharp, we get a C double sharp, no, we get a D note, we also get a B flat and an F, which makes a B flat major. So when we scoot this shape up, this A shape, which covers the B string, 2 string, 3 string, and 4 string, the B, G, and D string, makes an A there, but when we play with the 3rd finger and play it on the 3rd fret while barring here, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Same thing that the E did when we scooted up. In fact, all chords do that, which is why we learn how to play these chords with different fingerings so we can scoot those up. It's just a methodology. Other than that, we're going to learn all the chords underneath the 5th fret for all the majors. For a C major, D major, E major, F major, G major, B major, and then C major again. We learn the minors as well. C minor, D minor, E minor, F minor, G minor, A minor, B minor, and C minor again. Notice how we don't use those together in a scale, because if we had just the scale that was all minors, it would just sound too dirty, too dark, too mysterious, too sad. But if we combine major with minor, and a minor and a major, another major with a minor, then a diminished, it has some flavor and it knows where to go. So for this week, try using your 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and go back in between the couple different fingerings. And after you do that a couple times, take this last fingering and scoot it up a half step and try for your bar chords. That will be covering 3 of the notes already. Push them down, make sure they sound out, and then your finger is actually going to be hitting the low 6 string, the low 5 string, and the back of the finger is going to be hitting that high 1 string to give you the same F note. You don't necessarily even have to hit it, but as long as your finger's hitting it and muting it, it won't make a weird sound over the top of our chords. It was great seeing you this week. Throw me a couple artists that you really enjoy and some music that you enjoy doing, and we can learn that music as we're going as a resource, okay? Other than that, I could just pull out some songs that I like Canon is a great one. Sorry. What is it, C minor? C sharp minor. We'll be able to play a lot of classical music, a lot of finger-picking style stuff, and what we'll notice is a lot of popular music and a lot of classic Renaissance music are all the same. The chord progressions that we learn are based off of the keys, and the keys that we learn are based off of concepts. C major has no sharps and no flats. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. When we have a key signature that has a sharp, like one sharp, that would be G. Because if I were to just say G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that F doesn't have the same gravitas that a F sharp does for that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, T, do, ta, do. Still works because it's a major, do, re, mi, major third, not a minor third, which distinguishes happy or sad. Minor scale, major scale, total difference. So what we do is we learn how to play majors and minors. We put it together with a little bit of chord progression. We find bands that we really like, and we learn how to sing and play these things. And if you're not in the whole singing, I would love for you to sing notes while you're playing them, because when you go la or la, you become one with your instrument. Now, you don't have to overnight. It will happen because you'll be writing songs like la, you'll write melodies over the top of them, hopefully. What I do is I hold your hand in the beginning to get there. I show you the doors, and then I hand you a set of keys which has every key to every door inside the house of music. All we have to do is be willing to be able to sit down and go. And it might be hard in the beginning. We will go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And we will go very slow until the point where these quarter notes don't become so hard as quarter notes. They actually become easier as eighth notes. You can even trill them as 16 notes. They all make sense as frequencies, and when they fit together, they make sense musically. So what we end up doing is writing music around these chord structures. And what happens when you learn new tunes, it just reinforces what you learned the day before and before and before and before. Every single time I teach, I learn. Every single time I play an instrument, I learn. I love music. I'm hoping that you love it as much as I do. Anyway, I really enjoyed seeing you, and I will see you again next week. Aloha.